Hey guys, today I want to share with you 7 tips to beat the blank page syndrome in the studio. Hey guys, Chris here from mixdown.online. I hope you're doing good now. If this is your first time here and you want to improve your producing, recording, mixing, and mastering skills in your home studio, just click on the subscribe button below so you don't miss a thing. Now let's get into our main subject for the day. I'm going to share with you 7 tips on how to beat the blank page syndrome in your home studio. So now for tip number 1, listen to a lot of music. Now this is something I'm actually asking you to do. You need to listen to a lot of music. So what I do on my side, I take some time every day just to listen to some music. So I go downstairs in the studio when I start my day and I just open my Google Play account and look for a good playlist to listen to. And there you go. I just spend that 30 minutes of my time just to relax, listen to music, analyze the mixes, analyze the arrangements, the sounds and stuff like that. That helps me a lot to be more creative while mixing, while arranging or writing music. So it helps me to overcome that blank page syndrome for sure. So I really encourage you guys to get yourself a streaming service subscription. The advantage of that is going to allow you to listen to a bunch of music, discover new bands, new artists, new talent, listen to different genre of music at the same time. So if you're a rock guy or you're a pop guy, just listen to some jazz. For example, just take the time to listen to some other style of music that you're not used to. And again, this will increase your creativity, and at the same time, you're going to maybe have better chances to overcome that blank page syndrome. Okay, now tip number 2, try to experiment with different drum grooves. Now I'm talking about drums because the drum groove is a very important part of a music arrangement, especially in today's music. So if you listen to some EDM, hip-hop, rock, pop music, you'll notice that the drums takes a lot of space into the mix, into the arrangement, and into the groove for sure. So by changing and modifying and experimenting with different drum grooves, you will for sure get some new ideas and overcome that blank page syndrome. Now you can use tools like Easy Drummer, Addictive Drums, or even loops you have available in your DAW to experiment with different grooves. But with these tools, like especially Easy Drummer and Addictive Drums, what's cool about these tools is they have a lot of grooves already available within the instrument that you can actually try in your DAW on a MIDI track. Okay, and assign to these grooves, you can assign different drum kits. So again, the sonority of a drum kit, the sonority of the drums will help you to craft some new ideas at the same time. So this is the advantage of playing with these tools. Again, just try experiment with different drum grooves, different drum sounds, and so on. Now for tip number 3, take a break, get out of the studio. Okay, that's simple. Maybe you're just overwhelmed. You work too much. You just need to get a better perspective. You need to clear your head. Maybe it's time for you to go for a walk, climb a mountain, do some sports, go on a vacation. Maybe it's time for you to take a week off of the studio. So get out of the studio, take a break, come back later on or the day after or the week after. Your head is going to be clear. You're going to have a way better perspective. And then you know what? The ideas are going to come back and you're going to overcome that blank page syndrome. Take the time to study different scales, modes, and chord structures. So this is more when you're composing music or you're working on a music arrangement. So it is very useful to have some knowledge into this area. Okay, when you're composing music and when you're doing some music arrangements. So, for example, I have a book here that I bought a few years ago. It's called the Songwriting Sourcebook. It's written by Ricky Rooksby. I'm going to leave the link below. I'm going to have a Amazon link for you in the description. Now, what's cool about these kind of books is they give you a lot of ideas, especially with chord structure, as far as this one is concerned. And, if you're used to just, to write your music a certain way, these kind of books will actually help you to get out of your box and be more creative. Okay, so by studying chord structure in modes, music modes are amazing. When you get into music modes, it's a new world to discover. Okay, so just go nuts, buy some books, document yourself, and learn about your music theory, about your scales, your chord structure, your music modes, and so on. And this will give you a lot of ideas and help you to overcome the blank page syndrome. Now for tip number 5, don't wait to write only good songs. You need to record and track every ideas you have, because the more you write, the better you'll get. Trust me. And you know what? Maybe you think an idea you're working on is not a very good idea and you're facing that wall again. Just record what you have, keep it in the vault. Come back to it later with a fresh mind, or maybe on another piece. Maybe when you're going to be working on something new, you can actually take that first piece of music that you thought was not pretty good and combine this with the new idea, and there you go, you have a song. So stuff like that can happen. That's why it's very important just to write, even if you think it's not good, and keep that in the vault. Now for tip number 6, check out some music loop libraries. These are very cool. So there's a lot of websites you can go on and just listen to these libraries. These can give you a lot of good ideas, and you can purchase some libraries you like and incorporate that into your music arrangements, into your productions, and so on. So I actually ended up on a website 2 weeks ago called splice.com. Now, just for the note here, I am not sponsored by any means by Splice. I just happened to end up on their website, and I actually bought a subscription package for I think it was 100 downloads per month. So what Splice is about is very simple. They have access to a bunch of music loop libraries where you can browse and listen to, and you can actually download the samples you want with a subscription package. So I took the cheapest one at $8 per month. That gives me access to up to 100 loops per month, which is more than enough for my use anyways. And at the same time, I can just browse and listen to a lot of sample libraries, and that gives me a lot of ideas on productions and overcome my blank page effect again. Now for my last tip, number 7, collaboration. Now this is probably one of the most important tips for today, to collaborate with people. This helps a lot. First of all, it's going to help you to overcome the blank page syndrome for sure, because we have 2 brains or 3 brains working together. So chances are that something good is going to come out of it. Collaborating with people is always a good thing. It's to your advantage for sure. This is what I do on my side anyways. When I work with a client, I'm producing an album. When it's time to work on a music arrangement, I always collaborate with another music arranger. First of all, it's faster, you get better results, and again, when you're facing the wall, you have somebody else that has your back, and vice versa. So if you're a songwriter and you're not that good to compose music, collaborate with a composer. If you're a composer and you're not very good at writing lyrics, collaborate with a songwriter. And you can do both. If you're a songwriter and a composer, you can collaborate with another songwriter and composer. So, the point is, get out of your box, get out of your just your comfort zone, and collaborate with other people. It's funny what that can do. Most of the time, you end up with very, very good results. So these are my 7 tips to beat the blank page syndrome in the studio. So let's recap here. First, we have listen to a lot of music. Then we have experiment with different drum grooves. Then take a break, get out of the studio. And then at number 4, we have study different scales, modes, and chord structures. And then at number 5, don't wait to write only good songs. Write. Then check out some music loop libraries and collaboration. So there you go. I hope that helps. Now, if you have any questions or if you have any other tips you want to share, you can leave them in the comments section below. Now, please share and like the video. This helps the channel a lot, and in the end, it helps you. All right, guys, so I'll see you next time.